What's going on, everybody? It's Smitty, and I'm back with a vid today at Road Atlanta. Today's vid is a premium helmet test. I'm going to go over with the Arai Corsair X, the HJC RPHA, the Shoei X15, and the new one, the Alpinestars Supertech R10. I'm going to discuss fit and feel, which is, objective to your head shape, vision, ventilation, how sturdy it feels, it's the way the vents move, visor change mechanism, things like that. So if that being said, should be a good video with a lot of info. Let's get into it, y'all. right, first one up is the Arai Corsair X. And if you notice, I have a different helmet, but this one weighs in at 3.86 ounces. Guess that ain't too bad. And if I weighed this one, because it's a custom painted helmet, it's going to weigh a bit more, so that's why I weighed that one. But see how much weight paint adds. 3 pounds, 9.4 ounces. Next up, the HJC RPHA. 3 pounds, 8.8 ounces. Then the Shoei X15. Wow, okay. 3 pounds, 11.3 ounces. So far, the heaviest one. Next up, Alpinestars Supertech R10. And 3 pounds, 8.3 ounces for this one. So not bad, not bad. Okay, next up, ventilation. So I'm gonna go with my least favorite, and mind you, it's still good, but not as good as the others. And then go to my favorite in terms of this, topic. So from a venting standpoint, my least favorite is the Arai, and it just doesn't flow as much air as the other ones. It has 3 intake vents on the top, the eyebrow vent, and a chin vent, I want to say. However, the chin vent does work the best, but because it dries my face out, I keep it closed anyway. So I don't like that part too much about it. So that's for the Arai. Last place for the vent. Next to last is the Shoei, actually. And I rode this helmet quite a bit. It felt very good when I rode it. I thought it felt better than the Arai felt. So to be honest, I was happy with it. And I'm still happy with it. Let's say on a scale of 1 to 10, it's about an 8. The Arai is about a 7. 3, same as the Arai, 3 intake vents up top here. 2 vents for the chin down there. And also exhaust vents like the Arai has those on the back also. But it feels fine. So even though it's in 3rd place, it's not bad. Just not as good as the other 2. And for the other 2, 2nd place is HJC RPHA. So same thing like the other helmets. 3 on top. And on the chin, it has 2 also, but being that I have a nice, fresh, shaved, bald head, I could feel a difference easily. And this does feel better than the Arai and the Shoei. So obviously, if I'm doing 4 helmets, you know who's the best one. The Alpinestars Supertech R10. So it only has 1 main vent on the top, not 3 like the others. And down below, it has 3 chin vents, 1 in the front and 2 over here. And I don't know why, but they don't dry my face out. Maybe it's the angle of where they put them, but this helmet vent's way better than the other 3 by a long shot. Scale of 1 to 10, it gets a 20. And I'll show you why. So here's why the Alpinestars vent so well. If you look inside the helmet, you can clearly see how the vents are just, open, and you can see straight through them. The other helmets, there's a lot of padding in the way. The padding's not in the way. It goes from outside through those holes right to your head, and it feels amazing. So venting, by far, this is the best helmet I ever tried on. Okay, so next topic up is comfort, fit, and feel. And yes, I know that it's very, depending on your head shape, but so I won't say worst fitting, but the one I don't like that much is the HJC. When I put it on, it pushes on my ears. And to make it fit, I got to wiggle it around to my ears to kind of fall in place, which I don't like actually. And the padding inside, it feels okay. It's not too bad, but from a fit standpoint, it's not for me. Next on the list is, the Arai. It fits fine now, but from the padding standpoint, it's not as comfy padding-wise as the HJC. It just feels, old and kind of scratchy almost. So I don't care for that too much. So then for a while, I rode the Arai anyway. Then I got an upgrade last year to the Shoei X15, and it felt amazing. The fit felt fine. The padding felt fine. No problems at all out of that one. It felt superb. Scale of 1 to 10, Shoei gets a 9 for my round head shape. However, I wear a large in the Arai. I wear a large in the HJC, but a medium in the Shoei. So this, maybe it runs small, I guess, or big, but a different size, but it still feels good. Next up, Alpinestars Supertech R10. From a fit standpoint, it's amazing. It's made for a round head, actually, and I had no clue that was even a thing nowadays. So I'm blown away by the fit. Perfectly, like it felt like it's made for my head. I love everything about it. And the padding on the inside is minimal and non-intrusive, and my ears fit where it's supposed to fit. Head feels good inside, so I love it. So from a fit standpoint, Alpinestars wins that one. All right, so next topic is noise. So the helmet's all laid out right here. And in last place is the Alpinestars Supertech R10. With great venting comes great noise. It is what it is. So Shoei's in third place with noise. It's bearable, but not too bad, but a little noisy. And then the HJC RPHA, it's kind of quiet, so more quiet than the Shoei and the Alpinestars. And then the quietest one is my Arai. So now, mind you, I don't have a decibel meter. It's only my opinion on hearing. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's how I felt. Loudest one, Alpinestars, followed by the Shoei and the HJC. Quietest one is the Arai. All right, next up, how to change the visor. Now, it's not a race, but some are easier, some are harder. So once again, least favorite to favorite, or I say hardest, easiest. All right, so here we go with the HJC. It's sturdy, but it has these clips. You have to legit unscrew. There you go. Yeah, it's a screw. So you unscrew it. Same on the other side. Pop it off. The new one, screw it back on. It's not lined up. There we go. So the other side, same thing. And the reason why I don't like it, well, it screws in. First time I did it, the screw dropped, and I couldn't find it for like a minute. But it's on, but that's it. So next up is the Arai. So in the past, people hated the Arai. It's gotten better over the years, but still okay. With the helmet up, there's two little pins there. Push those in, these ears pop off. Boom, like so. Slide it down some, pop it off there, and do the reverse. Line this gold tab up with the red dot. That. Pop it on, raise it up, it clicks, put the ears back down, and that's it. So not too bad. Next up is the Alpinestars. So pop it up, little metal thing, push that down. So I push it up, comes off pretty easy. Other side, same thing, push it up, and that's it. There's a little pin right there. Make sure that's lined up properly. Pop it in place, and that's it. And it's on. Not too bad. From the Shoei, you pop that up. It'll hold there, bring it forward, pop it off. Same thing on the other side. And that's it. And to put the visor on, well, do the reverse. They made me a liar, man. Okay, so tell you what, Shoei, you're in second place now. Arai, you're in first. And that's it. So next topic is vision. So I'm going to measure each opening with digital calipers. So we'll measure from there to there. So the Shoei's opening is 104.27 millimeters. You can see. There you go. Next one I'm gonna do is the Arai. So Shoei's at 104. Zero this sucker out. Zero it out. Let's go dead center up to the top. And the Arai measures in at 102 millimeters on the vision. Okay, not as good as the Shoei, I guess. Okay, HJC, zeroed out, dead center, 102 also, 102.47. And now for the Alpinestars. Let's see what they're talking about. Zero. That's at 109. Okay, so the next test I was going to test was the aerodynamics and the buffeting and going fast. And to be honest, I was on the back straight. Go to Atlanta's pretty fast. I would say doing 120, 130. I got in the full tuck. I rode upright intentionally to see how it felt. And to be honest, they all felt the exact same. I turned my head side to side. I felt stable with all four helmets. So for wind and buffeting and aerodynamics, I would say they're all pretty good. They're all pretty much a tie. So. All right, so the next test now is fit and finish. And not fit on the head, but how the things on the helmet fit together and feel, you're paying a lot for these helmets, so you want them to feel premium, right? So that being said, in last place, the Alpinestars. I don't want to say it feels cheaply made, but some parts, I guess to save weight, they use thinner plastics. And some parts are pretty obvious. So my first complaint with the Alpinestars is this vent. It works great, like I said before, but it's like, you can see there's play in the vent. It doesn't rattle while riding, but it's just not as firm as the other helmets. Like, when you drive a real nice car and you slam that door shut, it feels solid. Well, this does not feel solid at all. These vents here also, even though they work fine, they're flimsy and feel kind of like thin plastic. So besides that, and that before, it's good, just I don't like these pieces, that's all. Oh, and also there's a plug that goes here. It should be a vent like the other three, but I don't know why they have a plug. And to be honest, in the first day around the house, I lost the plug. So okay, let's talk ratings now. So both the Alpinestars and the HJC are both FIM homologated and also ECE 2206 rated, which those two are the highest standards now. The Arai, the American version, is not. In America, it's only Snell and DOT rated. And I'll show you what I mean real quick with the Arais. Okay, so here are the two Arais. For the most part, they look the exact same, but they're not. There's slight differences. Start with the top. On this Arai, the European model, which is FIM rated, that vent is different. It doesn't close and open like this one does. Also, back here on the American version, it has these exhaust vents that open and close. This one does not have those at all. Then the American version, the wing back here, the fin, what you want to call it, goes up and down. This one does not. It's stuck in place. Also, inside differences. Let's pop this open a little bit. See how that's different than this one. And the biggest difference is to tell if your helmet is FIM homologated. There's a little QR code on the helmet strap right there. If your helmet has that QR code, it's FIM homologated. So for example, European model has it. However, my American version does not have it. So little differences there. And same thing with the Shoei. The American version is not MotoGP approved. European version is. All right, let's talk about accessories. So the Shoei and the Arai, they come with only a pin lock, and that's it, and a helmet bag. But the Arai, as an add-on purchase, you could buy a little rear diffuser for the back. But to me, it's cheap. It's a piece of plastic, and my theory is if it works, then include it from the factory and paint match it. The HJC, same thing. But it comes with it though, but it's huge. And a lot of guys, they don't like it because for one, I've heard that when you're in a full tuck, it touches your rear hump. And even the pros who are sponsored by HJC, some of them don't even use it anyway. So as for the Alpinestars now, it comes with a tinted visor. I like that. And the premium one, the one with graphics version, which costs $200 more, it comes with a rear diffuser also. Well, spoiler, I guess same thing. But other than that, that's for accessories. And all right, next topic is pricing. So the most expensive one is the Alpinestars. I want to say for no graphics, it's $1,000 even. With, it's $1,200 with graphics. Next up are the Shoei and the Arai. I want to say they're both without graphics around $800-ish and with $1,000 even. And the cheapest one is the HJC. I want to say it comes in without graphics for about $600 without graphics and with about $800. So price-wise, that's pretty good. But people have asked me, why didn't I include the AJV, the Pista? And I could have, but to me, even though that helmet is premium, it costs $2,000, and it's kind of, a different level of helmet compared to these four. So that's why. And the reason why it costs more, is it better per se? No, but they got to pay this guy, Rossi. So he has a budget. So it is what it is. And that's why it costs much more. And that's why I did not include it into this video. Well, I'm finally back home from the track day, and it was a long, hot day, but I didn't ride as much as I wanted to because I was kind of trying to ride for you guys, because it's hard to ride thinking about, okay, how does ventilation feel, or, how does the noise sound? So to do all that thinking while riding is just kind of distracting. So, but hope you enjoyed the video. A lot of good info in there. And if you're wondering what's my pick for myself personally, the Alpinestars. And the main reason why, even though it has some things I don't like about it, like the shaky, vent, whatever it's called, closure, and the cheap plastic, they're on deal breakers because from the fit on my head and to how the vent feels, those two things put it above everything else. So Alpinestars are my pick, but some things you got to work on. But anyway, hope you made it this far into the video. If you did, thank you, and till next time, y'all, and I'm out.